I'm Skyla.
And I'm Kelby. And this is Hendrix and Oliver.
For the past 2 years, we lived down this long, magical driveway that's nestled on 22 acres of land in this caboose. So this is how we live in this tiny little caboose. Over here, we have our fridge and all of our goodies.
Pantry.
Our pantry. This is our pantry, yes. And then over here is Kelby's closet. Plus we hang our coats and our shoes down there. And then this is my closet. Alright, this is Kelby's other closet actually, where she hangs all of her clothes. And then I have plastic bins down there that you're not going to be able to see. It's dark. And then to the fun part, we have conductor chairs up here that really serve us no good. So we have, on this side over here, we have the pieces that go to what was originally our bed and a
table.
Yeah, what is it? A dining table. And we took those down and put them up here so that we could put a bigger bed. And then we have where things just pretty much get stored, which is up here. And then the stairs seem to just collect different things too, like little clutter shelves. And then this is my closet that has my hanging up stuff, plus the towels, plus the sheets, plus whatever Kelby's put back there, plus my jewelry box. It's cray cray. The water heater is in here, and then the air conditioner is in here, plus our mop and broom. Boom boom. And here's our second mini fridge, where it holds plants and crystals and my beautiful shelf with my knickknacks, crystals and stuff I've collected. This is our fireplace that really doesn't keep us very warm because there is no fan to circulate the heat. So yeah, we put wood in here, we burn it, and it doesn't really do anything. This is our bathroom. It's like a prison bathroom. It's so tiny. It's a metal sink. You just squeeze in there.
Go ahead and sit on it and show us how your legs look whenever you're sitting on the toilet.
Me, I'm smaller than Kelby too, so just imagine this. And then we never shut the door because
bam, into your knee.
it doesn't shut. Yeah, imagine trying to do anything. And then so Kelby will be sitting here, I'll be brushing my teeth, and I'll be trying to get stuff out of the cabinet, and I go, bam! And whack her in the head, like every time. So, that's our tiny bathroom. And then this is our bathtub. Which is a bathtub. It's a clawfoot bathtub. You know? Pretty deep. But boy howdy does that thing get freezing cold.
And our hot water lasts for 8 minutes.
Yeah. Literally lasts, like, does not fill up the bathtub at all. And guess what? The walls are plywood. Yep. So, and there's a light.
So you can't shower in there.
Wires in there. You cannot shower in there. No. Nope. And so this is it.
Here you go.
Ready for this? Flip on the light switch, but don't touch it while you're wet. I was warned.
Yeah. Don't touch that.
This is.
Look at that.
The lovely bathtub. Yep. And then we have like a little heater that you're not gonna be able to see over there that we'd use to warm up this lovely bathtub. That just looks deliciously clean whenever you look at it through the camera, doesn't it?
That is I think the tub is like losing its finish.
Yeah.
So it's really good looking.
So yeah, that's the tiny bathtub. But I do enjoy the fact that whenever you get the bathtub really hot from the heater being in there.
For about an hour and a half.
For about an hour and a half. It takes to warm it up. And then you feel like you're in a cave. In a cave in there. We have this fence put in so that our dogs can eat separately.
Oh, we forgot the tea cart.
Oh my god, my prized possession.
Back it up.
My prized possession. This is my lovely tea cart. All of our mugs, all of our teas and our herbs, and my onions and garlic that I have been collecting, but do not have a big enough oven to
Make
roast
garlic
them.
powder.
So-
Onion powder.
Right. And this is our tiny oven down there. We bake everything in that. Plus put all of our other kitchen things in there. And then this is our compost that we did bring out to the compost. Yep, prized possession. We normally end up cutting on here. We end up using it as less like a extravagant herbal tea cart, as more of a sous chef section, and to take everything out of the oven, just like extra counter space, really. And this is the desk that seems to accumulate everything, because it is the only space that you have to set anything on. And the chair that we set all of our clothes on, because where else are we going to set them? And this chair, I mean, hello, look, how is this a desk? Literally, how do you do anything on this desk? It's just a waste of space, to be honest.
Yeah, this whole thing is really
It does have
good.
this cool light on here. You can just, move it around and look at all your things. Yep. But yeah, it's just ends up being a hot mess. And then this is the dog's bed. Hendrix is the dog. And all of his stuff, plus our yoga stuff, plus Oliver's stuff. And these are the lovely stairs that Brian has made us so that Oliver can climb up the stairs, plus us. This is a very high bed. And over here is our kitchen. We got a lovely 2-burner that we insisted on having coils so that we could use our cast iron.
It's not true. This is the absolute worst stove you could have for a cast iron.
What? But I thought that induction ones are the worst. They don't even turn on and warm it up until...
You do.
Okay, but
It's
this
okay.
is our tiny sink. Our lovely view, flycatcher, and the snow outside, and the tiny other space. This is the only counter space that we have in here.
It's always full of dishes.
Always clean dishes in here. And then we have our drawers.
Yep. Spices.
Spices. And bowls, cups, and plates. And whatever else we decide to stash away up there. And then we have these cabinets and drawers. We have Tupperware, all of our first aid stuff, and other kitchen stuff. And then this bed, like I said, we took out the smaller than a twin-size bed that Kelby and I both were sleeping on out of here. Plus the dining table that was over here. We took it out, and Brian helped us build a platform to put this queen-size bed on. So currently there is Hendrix, mwah, and there's Oliver, mwah, up on this bed. This is about the only place in this whole entire place we have to sit. So you can imagine, like, it's quite uncomfortable. You keep our laundry over there, and then behind you, oh wait, up here, we used to have these down and had stuff on top of them. Stored random stuff.
Yeah,
up there.
shelf.
Shelf and my clothes and stuff. And then, but we put the beds back since. And we have so much essential
This
oils.
is our other bed that we turned into a shelf.
Yeah, all kinds of stuff.
Catch-all.
Catch-all has our socks and underwear in a drawer. Yeah, so, and it comes with this cool bar. You can stretch and move around and feel free in this tiny space. And there's a door over there next to our bed that blows in cold air. And we try to make the most of this space. We truly do. And honestly, I've always wanted to live in a bus. Always. And this is like living in a bus, but
A bus would be more practical.
unconventionally. Because you can't, because this place is not like rebuilt to be practical. The landlords really wanted to keep it as like authentic as possible, and I think we've done, a good job of making it work. Boy, it has been quite difficult. Yeah, so that is the tour. Are we missing anything? That's the inside. We would prefer not to spend as much time in here as we do. We like to just be outside on the land, but there's mosquito season and there's freezing cold season. And then this bed is where we spend all of our time. And then you get cabin fever. When I first moved in here, this was the only driveway that was like accessible because the other driveway, the bridge was out. And I remember it was snowed and this driveway was so difficult to drive down. Just sliding, fishtailing everywhere, and then in the spring it was just like pure mud, wet, mud puddled driveway all the way down, and my car is just like covered in dirt, fishtailing and fishtailing and fishtailing and fishtailing. It was crazy. And then every day I'd have to pull up off this really huge busy road, unlock the gate, pull my car up, get out and get the gate, and I would be mortified that people were gonna see, oh, this young girl lives here in the middle of the woods, and they're gonna go in there. And I was also scared of critters. My first night that I was moving into the caboose, a coyote walks out from this land through by this gate and onto the other side. And looking back on it now, it's definitely a sign of awakening from like all this disillusionment that came once I moved into this place. Was this year, this 2 years, the biggest theme I would say has been awakening from disillusionment. So it's been pretty intense, honestly. Like, so many moments of love and of healing, and that healing has also been so much pain, so much grief, and it's been really hard. I've really fallen in love with caring for the land, for the birds and the nature spirits, and connecting to the spirits that are the land. And I think that's just really special. Another thing that I really learned while living here is how important it is to make offerings to the land and offerings to the land spirits, and really growing that connection and that reciprocity with them. I really saw that in full action here. I made so many offerings and would receive so much healing and offerings right back. I would receive feathers, I would see bones, snake skins, kinds of things, and so many signs and messages. I really connected with nature while living here.